All right, here we go. Welcome, Noble. Welcome, everybody. Back. We're playing Atlantic Kings opening day now. I didn't mention in the first video, it's March 9th today. March 9th, 2021. So we're still ahead in game compared to where we are in real life. March 25th is the opening day. Excuse me, March 25th is the opening day here. It probably should have been April 1st, consistent with where the MLB is actually. Nonetheless, here we go. We're playing against the New York Mets. And they have Andy Sacramento going. I'm going to look at our starting pitcher because I'm not super familiar with Will Jacobs quite yet. So we'll look at his pitches, his pitch mix. There's the delivery. It's Gen Wind 12. Not bad. Pitches are two-seam, four-seam, curveball, slider, and a circle changeup. His K per 9 is low, but that's okay, just a 63. Hits per 9 is high. He's going to have good stamina, too, so he can be a workhorse for us. Fastball is at 90, and then the four-seam's at 92. Both good control, 84 and 80. Curveball's at 65 control, 75 for the slider, and then 64 for the changeup. So all five pitches should be useful. The slider just doesn't move as much. It's a little break on that one. The curveball's slow. So he's got four different pitch speeds with five different pitches. We have to play at home for this one. The Atlanta Kings playing in Atlanta against the New York Mets. Stay at Truist Park. We're not going to do MLB Network again. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And Will Jacobs starting for us. I showed the lineup at the end of the stream earlier, but we'll show it again. It's J.C. Ray. Then Raul Escobar is a new guy. Chase Parker in the 3 spot. Then Percy Hopkins 4th. I have Mason Franklin 5th. Then it's Elijah Fujita at shortstop. The third baseman is Jake Fish. Fujita in left field. Then it's Jake Fish at third. Riddle is 8th, and then Will Jacobs 9th. This is a long lineup for us, so I'm very excited to see how many runs we can put up. If we can consistently be a good offense like we had been, and then the pitching is also improved. There's the Mets lineup on the left side. All those guys actually started on the Mets, so they didn't do too much for moves. But yeah, great to see J.C. Ray coming back. Actually, if we would have made the playoffs, J.C. Ray would have been on the playoff squad. We would have had to win the wild card game, and then he was going to be ready after that. But we unfortunately were eliminated much earlier. So nice to see J.C. Ray healthy and starting off the season in the leadoff spot for us. I like him leading off more than anywhere else in the lineup too. Especially with having a couple other power guys lower in the lineup. I want to have him first, maybe steal some bases. Yes, I do love opening day, K-Love. I do. Got a 2-game Tuesday opening day for both teams. If you missed the first stream, it was the Spiders getting off to an interesting start. We gave up a bunch of runs with the starter, who was Felipe Zarate, and then the bullpen shut it down. So we only lost by 2 runs against the White Sox. This is the Kings and the Mets now. Appreciate that post on the Discord too, Noble. Thank you. My wonderful moderator.
It's opening day.
There's Will Jacobs, and that is Andy Sacramento. Still wish they would expand audio. That's all right. Andy Sacramento, a unique starting pitcher. There's Bobby Getz, one of my favorite players from last season with these Atlanta Kings. He signed a 2-year deal in free agency mid-season last year. Good look at the squad there. Love these opening day, special broadcast here. Yep. Beautiful. And getting started. There's our pitcher. It's Will Jacobs. There's the stat line. Actually, Noble, he didn't get that much money. If I'm being honest, I lowballed him pretty hard. So Getz is just above the league minimum. But he gets those hits, and hopefully he gets that money after this year. This is Felipe Quinones, 301 batting average last year.
Digging in now, Felipe Quinones.
Nice clean delivery from Jacobs, and he's going to get a first pitch out to start opening day. Love to involve Percy Hopkins early. The right fielder, Percy Hopkins. Here's the lineup for those Mets.
Meet the Mets. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Just getting started now. It's opening day for the Mets at the Atlanta Kings. I'm using the Atlanta Kings and the Cleveland Spiders in this franchise. Opening day 2021. Here's DJ Triplet.
One grain on that bat, and you got a potential 3-run bomb.
I like that two-seam. Thrown it twice, and he's hit on the corner both times.
Can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a
Got
lot of
curveball
ways.
down here, 0-2. Worth a waste pitch. It wasn't down enough.
Either
Either way, hit to the new second baseman. That's Escobar. So we got the new guys involved on defense to start this one.
Have to make plays against this guy.
And here is Rex West, the one guy I have to avoid in this lineup for sure. 313, 38 homers, 120 RBIs, and 13 bags last year. Kings could go 162-0. You're right, Jerron. You missed your boy, Chris Dodson in game one. He had a bullet. But glad to have you here, Jerron. We have a real chance to go 162-0. I was this optimistic at the beginning of the Spiders game too, by the way.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish
But
today in Ed Drummond.
Jacobs has looked sharp early. Again, we're trying to pitch around West, so that was an intentional miss right there. Getting these right on the corners or off the corner. But he's not going after anything. That one should have been a strike, though, buddy.
I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to.
Yeah, Noble can attest. I was actually this optimistic about the Spiders in the top of the first inning as well. 91 wins? Okay, I'd like to see that. Team is definitely better than it was last year. And we'll have a pretty early draft pick this year. Didn't miss the playoffs by a lot, but was under 500. That one's, oh, I'm going to make a bad throw, though. So there you go. Those were my 3 new starters all there on defense. But Fish makes a throwing error there. I didn't think the meter would be as small as it was. But my new starters are in second base, third base, and right field. And they would have made the first 3 outs there. That would have been really interesting. Really cool to see. But here's Marco Mendoza. Very good against right-handed pitching. Marco Mendoza. While my light stream reboots. Which edition is that, Noble? What do you think?
And next, it'll be the outfielder, Marco Mendoza. And here's a
Mets actually won the NL East division last year. So we get to face 2 good teams with both of our teams to start the year. Nice play there by Escobar. Oh, yeah, Jerron. Exactly, yeah. West drives me nuts because I know how good he is using him now, too. And now I'm just so scared of him whenever he comes to the plate. No, I don't know who you're talking about. A key roster addition for the Mets. Yeah, I don't know if I know who you're talking about. Sacramento was injured last year for a bit, only made 20 starts. He was 11-4 with a 269 ERA. Oh, Cook? Is that who you're talking about? Would you say he's a key acquisition? Is he the Barry Bonds of the roster? Did you say that earlier? Yeah, Rex West is terrifying. J-Hack, you should try to get him on your Diamondbacks. It's going to be a tough trade, though, if you try to do anything like that. I don't know which prospects you'd want to send there. And honestly, I don't even know if the Diamondbacks have 3 prospects that you can trade for Rex West. Of course, I forgot to fill my cup before we started, so I'm going to start with an empty cup here. Don't like that call from Sacramento.
This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Yeah, it would definitely cost you a pretty penny. Here's our lineup. Escobar next, then Parker, and then I got Hopkins, Franklin, and Fujita in left field. And then it's Fish, Riddle, and Will Jacobs.
Look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound.
It's a deep lineup.
JC
Bayray. That's right.
You tell yourself, even though you felt bad about
Love to see JC.
just get 2 or 3.
Here's Escobar, new addition. He's a former Cardinal. Plays second, third, and all the outfield spots. Not a great year last year, but okay. Nice versatility, and I'm pretty much only going to use him against right-handers. And then if a lefty comes in, I can use Getz off the bench and kind of keep Getz in the rest of the way. is kind of the thought. Because Getz is good enough, and I like his bat a lot. But definitely just a platoon player from Raul Escobar. Just Chase Parker. Parker was one of my better hitters last year. Not my favorite one, but a really good one. He was the Silver Slugger and the Gold Glove winner, actually. And I really should have swung at that first pitch. Either way, gets a knock here. Not rolling into second base with 13 speed, though. Feeling good to start the year. I believe he was only at 8 speed at the end of the year, and he's at 13 here for opening day. All-Star Game MVP? Was he the MVP? I know he was in the All-Star Game. Oh, he totally was, wasn't he? Wow, I already forget stuff from last year. Here's Percy Hopkins now. 216 only last year with 19 and 53. Really, J-Hack, you can't hit with him. Okay. Yeah, he's a masher for me. He's been fantastic.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-0.
But I mean, if you were able to trade McClendon, then Getz could be a guy that's playing some third base for you. Not the greatest defender, and I wouldn't play him at his secondary too often.
1-1 to count.
Yeah, Noble, it fluctuates in a franchise. It's interesting that it went up though. I think he starts at 12 or 11. I guess it depends on coaching or morale. I'm not entirely sure what all the factors are. J-Hack probably knows. He knows more about franchise than I do.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet
3-1. Percy Hopkins, my right fielder today. Yeah, I don't mind the swing and miss as much, and I'm okay with it because he's only going to be in really favorable situations. I'm not going to have him hit against lefties super often, Duran. And yeah, fielding suspect. He's at least got an arm, and then the reaction is good enough where he'll at least get the plays. Have the opportunity to. Is he going to go yard here in his first at-bat? Let's get it! That's Percy Hopkins with his first home run as an Atlanta King in his first plate appearance as an Atlanta King. You'll love to see it. It's his first game here in Atlanta. Duran was trying to talk him down, but there is the swing. A big home run. Start this one off. This is a very different start than we had against the White Sox. Here's your home run. 97.8 off the bat. 391 feet. It's a four-burger. It's a four-burger for Shorty. He started at 8. Yeah, he probably did start low, and then it fluctuates for speed there. And J-Hack, I wouldn't really worry about. I wouldn't use Getz at his secondary either. I have been, but I wouldn't consistently. Use him at other spots. He's primarily a second baseman. J-Hack, we were wondering how speed works and other attributes when they fluctuate in a franchise. Because speed starts at a certain number and then it changes over time. Is it based off of performance or is it based off of coaching or regression?
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to.
Can't believe we got to Sacramento this quickly. He's thrown 18 pitches already. This is the 5th batter of the first inning, and he strikes him out too. I don't remember what I gave Hopkins. I think it was 3 for 6 or 8. It was something like that. Yeah, we did a speed run of the offseason, so I didn't have too much time to think about money. I was just trying to fill spots. So, Duran, if you remind me after this game is done, I can tell you the exact numbers, but I think it was between 6 and 8 for about 3 years. Or the video is also on my channel, so you have to find it on there, but I'm not going to make you do that either. But not a lot. He was cheaper than the other options in free agency, and he was just a better fit for me since I wanted a power guy.
Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Jacob's looking strong, hitting the corners. That's all 3 pitches on the outer edge right there. Let's get a curveball down here. Stay down.
Chopped down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
So J-Hack, I have Noble and I both have a catcher named Chase Parker who starts at 8 or 9 speed. And I currently have him as a 12-speed runner, though. So it must be impacted by morale or something, or coaching. I'm not entirely sure what it may be. But it's probably not a permanent increase. It's just an increase right now. Noble, is this a left fielder you're talking about? Preston Mensch playing left field today? Jerron, yeah, that makes sense because he's consistently a free agent year one. So I'd assume his value would be consistent. Because contracts are more often based off of ratings than they are based off of performance. Yeah, it must be boosted then, you're right.
That's over, but low, it's a ball and a strike.
That's exciting to have speed be one of the things that's boosted for me.
A ball and 2 strikes.
But yeah, it probably is. So it's not a permanent thing. Then it's just boosted for now, and then it'll come back down if morale or something changes, right? Or coaching changes.
Give in and the at-bat will continue.
Speed just gets affected the least. Okay, that sounds right.
The next 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And no chance.
Oh, what is this?
As he reaches first easily. And now
there's my new manager, Donnie Baseball.
Review that one here, so they'll check
Affected
with
by
their
morale.
replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Oh, he's out. That's not even close. Come on, Blue.
Him being safe either, but
Opening day for the umpires too. Ridiculous. That was terrible. I looked away because I really thought it was just one of those routine plays where he's out by a bunch, and then they called him safe, and I was like, "What's going on here?" Yeah, he's out. He's out by a lot. As long as the foot's on the base, which it probably is. Yeah, he's out. Come on, umpire. Yeah, I always challenge too.
Looks like a well-used challenge.
It doesn't come up often enough to be like, oh, I'll save this challenge for later just in case, because it only plays at first base. Angel Hernandez also behind the dish. He's everywhere today. All the umpires are Angel Hernandez.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That one is smoked. That would have been a double play at least if he was safe. Yeah, I think I just do the challenges automatically because I don't particularly care if it comes up again because it usually doesn't come up the second time. Nice to see Fish as a diamond defender at third base as well. He's going to be good enough at the dish, but then having consistently good defense is going to be a big plus for the Hot Corner. This is Elijah Fujita, Rookie of the Year last year. The National League Rookie of the Year.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Fujita's now my left fielder. He replaces the legend Gavin Cook in left field. Another guy who just doesn't play defense, just hits bombs. Elijah Fujita from the Reds. Got him in the preseason in spring training, and turned into my Rookie of the Year.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
I do get it. High completion.
On the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him.
I didn't get it right away, but I get it now.
Fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, J-Hack, yeah, that's interesting.
He can absolutely dominate on
I'm okay with the presentational value of it replaying as well, like replaying the replay option. So I'm okay with it taking its time, especially when broadcasting, when streaming like this. This is Jake Fish, another big free agency acquisition for me. Former Brewer and Cub third baseman. In the 7th spot. He had 20 homers last year. I don't really see him as a 20 homer guy, but I don't need 20 home runs out of the bottom of my order. I'd like it. I just don't necessarily need him to hit for all the power. I just want him on defense and to be consistent at the dish. That's all right, Coach. Yeah, we lost to the White Sox in the first game. It was an 8-6 final. We were down 5-0 at one point, and then down 8-3 later on. But off to a
And
better
this
start
fouled
here
away.
in Atlanta.
1 out,
2
nobody on.
to nothing just in the second inning. Thanks for popping in, crazy coach.
And a fastball blew it right
And there's a
by him. There's 2
strikeout.
down.
Sacramento throws a fastball right by me.
2 down on strikes in this
Third one
inning.
already.
Looks really sharp out there, guys.
He does look sharp. The fastball right on the corner, or off the corner even.
Stepping in now.
Here's Bradley Riddle. My
As he
power
will
hitting
look at a
shortstop.
First pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom.
Another
of the
guy I
second.
considered trading in the offseason. He's up there in age, and I have a couple other shortstops on the way, so I might wait a little bit until
Chase a ball out of the zone for the first
his
strike.
Whoa, that was an ugly
he's
swing.
more
If I'm pitching
expendable,
right now, I'm throwing
but
that
he's
same
currently my
pitch
starting
today.
shortstop.
That was ugly.
And if he swings at curveballs like that more often, then he's going to be on the trading block pretty
Here's a
early.
pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
The 1-2.
Yeah, nowhere near those curveballs. Yeah, Coach. So we're playing opening day, so that's going to be one of the exceptions, and then I'll play the last game of the season if we get that far, because I'm sure that's going to matter with these Kings. But yeah, it's still going to be the second game of the season. I might quick manage every other game. If you guys are interested in seeing me quick manage, I could do it on stream. But I might just quick manage just to keep myself connected with the teams. But the goal is to continue just to do the second game of every series. For the whole game, unless it's a blowout.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
My new starter, Will Jacobs, on the mound.
Fouled
He's
away.
hitting corners, too.
And he fouls this one off.
Oh, and Coach, you may be excited to hear that I signed Ricky Shannon to the Cleveland Spiders. He made an appearance today on opening day.
Curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
One of my shortstops in the mix there in Cleveland.
The strike zone early on in this game, so I think the game plan on that.
And Mike Garrison is still a Kansas City Royal.
Get them to chase again.
That's Fujita. He's going to get to this one and makes the play. Elijah Fujita in left field. Here's Sacramento. Nice batting average there. 0.31 from last year.
The pitcher, number 52. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
Oh, Madrigal. Madrigal is a Spider.
Here's the pitch.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I moved a couple minor leaguers to acquire him as well.
Still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And he did not make the opening day
1 ball, 1 strike
team,
to
I
count.
believe. Bo Madrigal. Yeah, he did not. I had to move for Hargrove instead since he's a Rule 5er. So he made it as the long man instead of the
Fouled
sixth
off again,
starting
and now he's
pitcher.
in a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, he's a Spider sitting in AAA. So he's a Clipper right now, a Columbus Clipper, excuse me.
Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Fujita should get to this one
Left fielder
too.
is on the move.
Yes, sir.
He
Nice
gets
routine
there,
play
and
in
that's
left
the
field.
second out. Standing in, Felipe Quinones. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Noble, there are so many pitches that just don't hit.
First pitch coming, here it is.
I've talked about it before. If you want to use a DH, I'm all for it. If you don't want to use a DH, there's enough good hitting pitchers on the roster where it works in either direction in my mind. So just pick one and roll with it. Turn it all on, turn it all off. Keep the auto like the NL and the AL. But there's no wrong answer for DHs. Try to change up down again. Oh, come on. Parker was a Gold Glover at catcher in the National League, so I shouldn't be too worried about bouncing pitches, curveballs, or changeups and such down.
It's fouled away.
He's been dotting the fastball in the corner consistently. Let's try it again.
And
Nope.
this one misses high for
Of course, once I start
ball
talking about it, then he
himself
misses
a
by a
two-out
lot.
base runner.
This is Triplet, the two-hitter.
So digging in now, DJ Triplet.
DJ
0 for 1
Triplet.
for him here in this one. High and deep down the left field line.
Jacob seems to be a little more wild out of the stretch. His release kind of goes nuts out of the stretch, where in the wind it's a little more under control. Again, I hadn't pitched with Jacobs until today. I've seen him on stream. If you guys follow Armor and Sword, he has the Marlins, and Jacobs is one of his big dogs in the rotation there. So that was a big win for us to get him away from the Marlins as well. He was going to be a free agent anyways, but nice that we avoided him re-signing with the Marlins especially.
That ends the inning. Mets leave one. They trail it here 2-0.
Big pop-up there. Nothing through 3 for our new ace.
Digging in.
And here he is at the dish.
He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the
140 for the batting average. Will Jacobs.
I'm not sure, Matt, that
Played the National League all of last year.
Throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start
No homers, but 3 driven in. He's actually decent against left-handers, too. Look at his hitting portion of his player card. Great durability. You'll love to see it from a starting pitcher like him. And then the contact is decent. Not much for vision. It's better than average, I'd say, for a pitcher. And then bunting is about where I have bunting in general. The average bunter is around a 45 or so. So guess what, J-Hack? We're going to be bunting since we're in the National League. Not now, but I'll bunt eventually.
And the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
One's wide. 1-2. Usually with a pitcher that doesn't hit much, I just try to get him to throw a bunch of pitches. Nice take there.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes
throw me another ball.
the hardest thing to do is
yes, let's go. Love it when the pitcher works into a full count at least. Big plus right there for Jacobs here. Against his opposite number. This is going to be a knock. It's a bullet in the gap. Let's go. Will Jacobs even gets a knock in his first at-bat.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
J-Hack, if I'm bunting the National League, it's always going to be because there's 2 outs and I have a competent hitter at the plate. But Will Jacobs sends one to right center field. If he gets a hit today in his first game as an Atlanta King, he is the starting pitcher, even with a nice slide into second base. You love to see it. The pitcher running the bases effectively after lining one into the gap. He didn't have to slide, but he decided he wanted to. We get a leadoff double from our pitcher here in the 3rd inning. Love to see, yes, Frandogu, yes. And love to see bullets in the gap. This one is to hit to West. He's not going to have time, is he? Let's go. That's an infield single for Ray. J.C. Ray with a single. Another big knock right there, back to back. We had 2 hits in the first, and now we have 2 hits here in the 3rd, threatening to score again with the top of the order here. 2, 3, and 4 coming up. That's a low fastball. Appreciate that call, Blue. It's Raul Escobar, one of our free agency signings. Oh, and that one's low. That was not a good pitch to go after on a 1-0 pitch. A changeup down. That's Sacramento's primary off-speed pitch.
Heading out towards shallow right.
That one's dropping. J.C. Ray is easily going to get to 3rd. Great read on that play. So we advance a big single from Escobar, and it's 3-0 here in the 3rd inning. Again, this is a completely different start for me than the game we had with the Spiders against the White Sox. Beaten up on the ace, Andy Sacramento. Already got 3 runs here, threatening for more just in the 3rd inning with our 3-hitter up. A guy who hits the ball hard every time up, Chase Parker.
Now to the plate, Chase Parker. As he
fastball in the corner.
Fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now.
Yep, runners in the corners. Speed on both bags. Ray is faster than Escobar. He's standing at 3rd base. That's another strike. Okay.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first.
Yeah, Coach. There's a few guys. I would definitely pay attention to the non-tender deadline. That's the December 2nd, I believe. The December 2nd deadline. But I'll show you my right fielder. My new right fielder is Percy Hopkins. He's got some pop. I'm not sure. You're probably looking for speed before power right now, though, aren't you? And some pitching. There's a few big pitchers in free agency. There usually are 3 to 4 relievers that are high quality that you should look at.
2-2.
But it's different every year because sometimes they sign contracts early on, or sometimes they sign, you know, really early in the offseason. But yeah, there's always at least 3 to 4 relievers and 3 to 4 starters that are high quality rotation and bullpen pieces.
Had to sit back on the change.
Just depends on how your franchise turns out with other teams re-signing their players. Let's go right up the middle. Hits it right to Sacramento. No way that's a double play. So Parker hit it right to the pitcher. Again, we are beating up on Sacramento. Let's get it. Took a nasty shot to his shin bone. He's on his feet. Yeah, it isn't broken. He's definitely coming out, though. We're up 4-0 here in the 3rd inning. And their ace is going to have to leave this opening day start very early on. New pitcher will be Dylan Miller. Yeah, Coach, I get that, yeah. You have Bruno, at least. Bruno and Cisneros. But you could probably find some other speedier guys in free agency. There's a left fielder named Roberto Ortega. He might be a little bit more your style for left field, if you want to look at him. I have him on the Spiders now. Here's Percy Hopkins. Had a home run his first time up. Should have swung at that one. That's right, Jerron. It's Dill Mill. That's funny. That's a good nickname. I didn't even look at his card. He's got to be in the 6th. Oh, he's 70. Okay. The long reliever for Dylan Miller. Some eccentric facial hair for the young man. J-Hack, we had to get him out of there. That's all that mattered. Plus, this is a division rival that won the division. I feel no mercy for Andy Sacramento. That's a ball just off the plate. Coach, this is another guy that I signed, Percy Hopkins. He had a home run in his first at-bat, power guy, but probably not the kind of hitter that you're looking for.
Pickoff move to second, runner back safely.
But yeah, it depends on how free agency turns out in your franchise.
The 1-2.
It's a ball outside, another curveball. Hopkins just looking to get one to the outfield. Trying to make Miller throw pitches and work into this bullpen here. Playing opening day against the New York Mets. That's ball 4. He walks the first guy he faces out of the bullpen. That's a good start there. Like lefty bats. Yep. Trying to think who else is a lefty free agent bat right away. Noble's going to tell you to look at Gavin Cook. He's a power guy though, not exactly fit in your scheme. Trying to think of other speed guys I saw in free agency. That's Dexter McCain, high completion. Little Luis Castillo action, nice, yeah.
Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to
Coach, I have a couple. I was going after Will Jacobs for both, and he didn't really seem to be interested in going to Cleveland. He's my starting pitcher today. That one's going to get caught. Was that one going to get caught by Gavin Cook? Hopkins does a lot of walks, yep. Coach, yeah, and then there were a couple other players. I tried not to compete with myself for certain players, though, so I didn't do that too often. Again, that stream is archived. It'll be on my YouTube soon, but it's on my old videos here. Yeah, it was too cold in Cleveland. Yeah, that's it. That's probably it. No, I have 2 very different teams this year where Atlanta got significantly better and Cleveland got a little bit better, but they were bad. So hopefully we stay injury-free in Atlanta and the pitching performs how it should because the bullpen is significantly improved. But this is kind of what I was going for in the franchise was I wanted one team to be really good and the other one to be a little closer to rebuilding, and then we'll have both of them kind of accelerate as we get closer to opening day in real life and the end of this franchise, whenever that may be. That's a foul ball. Fujita, Rookie of the Year last year. I'm going to say that every time he comes up. It's ball inside, full count now. Got Fish next. Almost go to Cleveland. Hey, it was tough trying to convince players to come aboard. It was. It really was.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
And the city in general.
Curveball
That was a ball,
locks him
sir.
up, strike 3,
Okay.
and that's the
So
third
Fujita
out.
strikes out. Miller walks a guy,
So 2
but nothing
runs
doing
on 3
after
hits,
that.
no errors, and a couple
We're
of
up
men left.
4-0
3
through
innings
3.
complete. Atlanta leads it 4-0. Leading
Here's
off the
Rex
inning,
West for his
Rex
second time up.
West, and they'll need him to get something
I
going here.
did need to offer more cheddar. Yeah, I tried to get Kinsler. I didn't try super hard, but tried to get Ethan Kinsler, and it didn't even matter if I gave him all the money that I had available,
Here's the first pitch.
because he still would prefer
Sent on
Detroit
the ground
over
out to second.
Cleveland. That's Escobar making the play.
In time, 1 gone
First
here in the
out.
fourth.
Rex West retired on just 1 pitch. You love to see it.
Coming to the plate
This is
now,
Marco Mendoza now, the 4-hitter.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Masher of
In
baseballs.
there, and it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Outside, that's a ball.
I like Jacob's fastball. It's been consistent,
No runs, no hits,
consistently
and no
around the
errors
zone
Mets
and on the
line score
corner
so
even.
far. And
That's a
it's
nice
2 balls and
curveball
2
there that he
strikes
goes
now.
after.
That's
2
what
and
kind
2
of
now
control
to
he
Mendoza.
looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make
Nothing
a
there
whole lot
though.
of sense.
Now I got to
Full
challenge
count
him.
now.
Full count. Mendoza's definitely a strict platoon guy.
Into the windup,
Yes,
ready
not
with the
not great
payoff
against
pitch.
left-handed
Fouled
pitching.
off.
That's why they do have a
Seventh
platoon
pitch of the
option
at-bat
already. I believe it's
coming up.
Orozco is his name, Carlos Orozco. So you could kind of use a platoon there, but Orozco is not great against left-handers.
Fouled away.
If I was running the Mets, I'd get a strict defensive 4th outfielder to play right field when Mendoza needs a day off or when lefties come in. Then that would be someone like a
The 3-2, one more
like a
time.
Jonathan Ash who can
And
play
he
all
fouls this
3
one
and then
off.
just throw him in right field and hope he just plays good defense at least. Or even
The next
Newman,
3-2.
Newman from the Orioles, same situation.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Or Evan Brenner. There's a
Hey,
bunch of
having
4th
AB
outfielder
right
types
here,
like that.
I know
Good
it's
defenders that hit
frustrating
against
to have
lefties.
that pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Throw will be
Wow,
well
that's going to be their
away as he
first hit
reaches
right
it
there.
third.
It's going to be an infield single because Escobar couldn't get rid of it fast enough.
Heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off
Marco
speed, but
Mendoza
he was
with an
on it.
infield
Boy,
single.
Mark,
Mets
that's
get
oldest
on
trick in the book, right?
the
You use
board
One
for
pitch to
runs.
set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Or for hits, I mean, excuse me.
Outside, the throw
But
is
nothing there. Mendoza is
out
gunned
by
down. Not
Detroit.
even close
So
there,
much for
guy.
that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
I mean, they could challenge that, but
No runs,
I don't
just
know why
one
they would
hit,
try to
and
steal
no
there.
errors on the Mets line score so
Down
far.
4 runs with another guy who's got some pop at the
This is
dish.
popped up.
And then Mendoza's not a big speed guy, so that was really confusing.
Escobar will put this one away,
So their
the
one and
side is
only base
retired.
runner through 4
One
innings
hit
was
in the
quickly
inning, that
erased
gets
on a
erased.
caught
On
stealing
down to the
attempt.
bottom half of inning number
We got
4.
7, 8, and 9
Atlanta
coming
is
up
out
now
front
in
here,
4th.
4-0.
Yeah, he's not fast. I don't know why they would steal. Possibly because I juiced the sliders a little bit, so some guys
Digging in, Jake
are a little more
Fish.
aggressive than they should be. This is Jake Fish getting an at-bat left on left here.
Here comes the first pitch.
Miller is a long guy, so he's probably going to go for a
There's a
while.
breaking ball, but it doesn't
Full
quite
energy
find
as
the
well,
strike
since
zone.
he is on the or this is opening day. They just showed Fish. He was the Gold Glove winner for the Brewers last year at third base. Facing off against Dill Mill here. There's a ball
And a
inside.
strike. Swing
Oh, and he
line
launches one in the
drive.
gap.
That's gonna be trouble.
That's going to be a double.
He's through first
Jake
and
Fish with a
hustling
big
for
left-on-left hit right there. I'm not
second.
usually
And he
super
is in
comfortable
the second base
against
with the leadoff double.
left-handed hitters with or left-handed pitchers with left-handed hitters, but that was a
And that's
bullet.
exactly what he
Yeah, Jake
got.
Fish is Mike
He was
Trout's
able to get
nephew.
the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the
Actually,
right
I had an
spot.
idea for a guy to add to the roster. I wanted to make a guy named Michael Fishman, but I could never find a great Mike Trout cap, and I can't make Mike Trout's face myself. But I was going to do a Michael Fishman free agent guy and give him some good potential.
At the plate now, Bradley
And he'd be the
And
Mike
on the
Trout
first pitch, he grounds foul.
version
He's
on
0 for 1
my
thus far.
roster. Michael Fishman. But yeah, Jake Fish, distant relative of Mike Trout.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now
And
the
going
pitch.
after trash.
Pops this one up.
Four seam not even close after going
Runner at
after the
second,
the two
nobody
seam
out.
low. Nope.
And this one's in
It's
the
blocked by
dirt.
Tavares.
He'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2.
Decent defensive catcher. Nice left hand or switch hitter actually. Switch hitting catcher.
Now a
Another
58
curveball down. He's missing with the curveball a lot here. He hit it on the corner once last inning, but it's been a ball consistently to everybody else.
A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those
That's a
pitches
fastball
just
off the plate.
from the stretch.
J-Hack, I don't. How far are you into spring training? Are you playing every inning of every game? Yeah, I completely skipped over spring training. That was in the first stream today. Simulated each game and then picked my 26-man opening day roster very quickly. I don't really mess around with spring training too much, except for, hoping that no one gets injured. So I simulated day by day.
And see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Miller's throwing a lot of pitches too.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next
That's
one.
ball four. Another
This
walk
is
from
there
him.
for ball four, so runners are at first and
That too,
second
Noble.
now,
Yeah.
nobody out.
If we could have, what I'd like to be able to do is upload each of the stadiums I create on the PlayStation 5 into a franchise. So, if I make every minor league park or if I make every spring training stadium, then I'd like to be able to throw them all into the same franchise file.
First pitch coming, here it is. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this.
Wow, they really got the lead out there.
But
Or the left runner at second, I mean.
as he beats the relay to first.
That was a decent bunt,
This is
even.
why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the
Yeah,
slide
took out the
really
second baseman at
impacts the
least.
throw to first.
Pitcher running hard on the back end. You like to see that?
Out on the play.
J-Hack, was that a good situation to bunt in, or should I have swung away
Slide
there?
that time.
Okay, yeah, I like that too, J-Hack. Yeah, one of the spring training stadiums I can't stand, the one that the showcase is usually in, like the Road to the Show showcase. And then the other one's a little bit better, but neither of them are really much, in my opinion. That was the pitch I should have swung at.
Looked like he was going to wait him out. See if
Yeah, I
he
should have
was
swung
gonna
away.
come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his
Ooh, almost
back
went after that.
and he better be ready in the box.
2 balls and a strike.
2-1 to
now.
JC. He's missed with 2 curveballs
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball
and a
3.
fastball now. I should have just been patient with Jacobs at the plate. I could have just taken a bunch of pitches and maybe worked a walk.
He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Should get something here though.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Nope,
And
just
he
off the
misses
plate.
with
JC
it
Ray
ball
walks.
4,
That's our
so
second
that'll
walk
load
of the inning.
bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have
I mean, he's
a
been
tough
all
job
around the
right here.
zone.
We'll see if he gets the next
Mostly
borderline
around.
call, or if there are any makeup calls coming
Here's
up.
Escobar probably going to pinch hit here.
Stepping in, Raul Escobar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, this is where Getz gets an opportunity. Getz an opportunity. Clutch bat off my bench.
Will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll
One of
do
my
so
favorites
in a
from
big
last year,
spot.
Bobby Getz.
Bases loaded, only one away.
.271, 13 and 44. OPS is at 745.
The 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In his career, Getz has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number.
Let's go, and he brings one in. Single will just go station to station here, just a 51 speed pitcher from going from second to third. We add on, it's 5-0.
Double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
And Getz was not messing around. Wanted to get him going right away. Single to right field on opening day here. Didn't get to play opening day with us last year.
He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still.
Yeah, I'm not going away,
J-Hack.
J-Hack. You can find me all week. Bad puns are here to stay. The clutch hits
First
with my
offering on its
veterans
way.
are here to stay.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hopefully we get more in this inning. Still hoping for more. I want to make this one a laugher against the Mets. Oh, not a good one there, though. Two-seam down.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend. That
He's thrown 23 pitches just this inning with only one out because I gave myself up for it. Not a good one there. Okay, J-Hack, we'll be here still. Probably another hour or so until this one ends. Noble, no!
As a look, now the pitch. He's able to take the ball
Too bad
the
I'm not
other
doing
way
it until
here.
after this
High
at bat.
and deep to right center. One run is scored.
Let's go. Getz is going to score on this one. It's a bases clearing double for Chase Parker, and thank you, Noble. We're going to play on Legend the rest of the way out.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the
Love
box.
to see it. Chase Parker with that huge double to clear the bases. Makes it 8-0 here. You love to see it. Our second double of the inning.
Diego Cabrera.
And here comes Diego Cabrera. His first appearance here on opening day. The right-hander for the Mets. And I'm actually going to fill my cup too. So let's add this up to Legend. There we go. And I'm going to fill my cup right now, and then we'll play the rest of this one. I had to make the last swing count, Noble. Yeah. Whenever anyone activates that, I'll wait until the at-bat is done, and then I'll adjust the difficulty after that. Don't like changing anything mid-at-bat, really. I don't even like pausing mid-at-bat, usually. It was definitely after the buzzer, yeah. It's okay, though, because I'm making up my own rules as we go.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Oh, no, that's a ball, sir. Hopkins had a home run his first at-bat. His first at-bat as an Atlanta King.
Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Tries the slider to ring him up,
Or maybe, Noble, I'll make it so mods can't activate any viewer rewards. No, I like it. I kid. It's another ball inside. 2-2 now. We're going to get to a lot of their garbage arms in this bullpen today. I'm not sure how many more they have, though. I know the long man usually is one of the worst relievers, just to have another guy with stamina. And then Cabrera's usually under 70 as well, or around 70. I'm late on that fastball. Right down the middle of the Hopkins. Percy. And nowhere near it.
A miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away.
I'm actually curious now, too. I want to know who else is in their bullpen. Mason Franklin, 0 for 2. Here's the opponent's bullpen. They got nobody up now, but they have everybody else is 77 or above. Reyes, Torres, Rollins, Paxton, Keller, and Stevens. They just had guys progress because those are all guys that are usually there. 3 left-handers. So they'll probably get some length or expect some length from Cabrera at least. 4-seam, 2-seam slider.
Has a look, now the pitch. Mason Franklin.
Here's Franklin trying to get in on the party as well. 0 for 2 today. He struck out one of those times.
0-1 count and the
That's a
pitch.
ball up. Cabrera's only going to throw fastballs and sliders.
He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he
that's
certainly
nice.
put together a nice career in professional baseball. And it's fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
There's a ball down and away. Try to make him throw a bunch of pitches too and waste this bullpen for the rest of the series. I believe it's a 4-game set against the Mets to start the year. And that's ball 4. Let's go. Cabrera's been wild from 2 batters. Here's Fujita, 0 for 2. He struck out both times against Sacramento, or 1 time against Sacramento and 1 time against Dilly Millie.
Called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't
That one's a
get
fastball down. I shouldn't be swinging early in the count like this. Fujita was a first-round pick in 2017. The Reds gave up on him, and he was Rookie of the Year. Playing left field for me, plays all over the diamond. Yeah, that should have been a strike, though. That's okay. That's a makeup call, Blue. I like that. Ball outside again.
Just off the outside.
Fujita looking for something middle in.
2 down, runners at
Crank it
first
to
and
left
second.
field. That works.
Flared off to the right side.
Just flare it.
Right
Okay.
fielder coming
Parker, you
on.
better get in.
Can't get to
Am I gonna
it.
get
This
thrown at the
one's
plate
down.
here? No, I'm not. Let's go.
Line,
Aggressive,
so the run
aggressive
will
base running
score.
pays off there. Chase Parker scores from second. We're now up 9-0. I didn't have to be that aggressive,
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's
but it
something
worked
to know.
out.
So
Mendoza
every
even
base
took a
runner
second to
is
make the
on
throw, and then the
notice
throw
knowing
was
that
up the
this guy's
line.
got one of the strongest arms in the
Up the
league.
third base
They
line,
challenge
Tavares with
him
no
and
chance to
work.
make the tag. He didn't realize where Parker was until it was too late. So we've batted around here in the fourth inning.
Here's a fly ball well hit.
And it looks like we're going to get more. That one's not going to get caught. That'll be a ground rule double, though. Fish with 2 doubles in the inning. What a dude. What a first game for Jake Fish. Noble, exactly. Yeah, that's a big difference between 8 and 13 speed, too. I'd actually like to see them increase the speed threshold even more, so the really fast guys are significantly faster, and then the slow guys are so much slower when you get closer to like the 5s and 10 speed kind of guys. Parker's definitely part of that group. Here's Bradley Riddle. He walked earlier. Walked earlier in this inning. We had a double and a walk to start it off. The 11th batter this frame.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Would love to get even more, too. We've already scored 6 this inning. We got 2 runners in scoring position. Great opening day performance already. And Riddle goes Yardo. Let's go! Our 8th spot, our power hitting shortstop, Bradley Riddle, the veteran, with a home run. And here is the air horn. It's a 9-run inning for these Atlanta Kings. And you better stick around because you know how often I like to blow leads. Bradley Riddle with a massive shot to left field. We are on Legend too, Noble. I'm sure you guys saw me do that. But Riddle goes yard on a fastball up. And that's 9 runs already in this inning. A big home run, our second of the game. Launched into the second deck, 440 feet. And they're already bringing in a new pitcher. It's Alex Rollins now, a quality left-hander, 2.68 ERA. Pitched 74 games, 74 innings. Not too many strikeouts, but also almost no walks. Again, very solid out of the bullpen. Yeah, Randogu, this one's a laugher already. It's 13-0 Atlanta. Here's Jacobs. Even the pitcher had a hit. He's doubled, and then he sacrificed himself, but it didn't work out. So that just is a ground out, or a fielder's choice, I believe. So he's scored twice. Will Jacobs with 2 runs scored. In the 3rd and the 4th inning, he scored. He's better at hitting against left-handers, so maybe we can keep this inning going if we can get a good pitch to hit here, but it's 0-2 now from Rollins.
He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold.
Yeah, Noble, you think I should try for 30? I'm just trying to kill their bullpen. That's what's going to be best for us as a team going forward, is if I can really drain the bullpen here. So the idea is I'm going to try to get them to throw as many pitches as possible. Hopefully that means we get a bunch of walks, and hopefully that means we keep scoring. Because you know I want to keep the pedal to the metal here. We are unable to keep it going. Will Jacobs grounds out. So that's 9 runs in the frame.
On to the top of inning number 5 we go.
Just 11 hits too. Love to see when the run total is higher than the hit total.
Welcome back. Heidi Watty
Means I'm walking, unlike in the first game. Here's Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need
Flat
to
out.
put better swings on the ball right
You hear
now.
her
He
say
said
flat
that
out? Guys, she said
collectively,
flat
their
out.
timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're
That's
often
Alex
getting
Rollins
blown
with the
away at
bat.
plate or
I don't know if they're going to have a
simply
reliever
fouling
hit,
pitches
but
off.
they're
In the dugout,
down
they're talking about getting
13,
things
so
started
we'll
a little
see.
bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit
There's
more
Bobby
time
Getz
to
staying in the
get
game to
back.
play
So,
second
we'll see
base.
if they're able to make those
My
adjustments,
veteran
guys.
infielder
you,
and
Heidi.
outfielder, Bobby Getz. He'll stick around.
Standing in, Preston
I'll probably get a
Lynch
different
leads off
backup
this
in
half
somewhere
inning
as
in what
well.
they hope will be a
We'll pinch
rebuttal
hit
to all
or
those runs
maybe
they
pinch
just
run
gave
for
up.
Parker or
Well, Matt, I
somebody,
think mentally they need
just to
to
get
one or
other
two of these runs back right here.
guys
Just
into
getting
the
on the
action
board
here
after
this
getting
opening
socked in the
day
mouth by
performance.
an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Into the windup.
She did say flat out, J-Hack. Yeah, she always does.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first
I swear,
out.
she always says flat out. Mensch with a line drive right to my third baseman. Here's
Taking in the
Tavares.
switch hitter, Pedro Tavares comes
Pedro
into this
Tavares,
at
the
bat
catcher.
0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Nice slider right there
1
from
and 2
Jacobs.
now
Let's get a
as that one's
curveball
fouled
down.
off.
Trying to have him have the
Looked like
best
he was
opening day
cheeky heater
performance
right
he
there.
possibly
A little bit
can.
too
Only
far
one
out in
hit
front. Gotta
given
find a
up.
way to
Oh,
keep
what
his
the?
hands back.
And another
Parker was
foul
going to miss
ball.
that ball by a
You
lot
can definitely
if
tell with that foul off right
if
there.
Tavares
He's
didn't make
picking up
contact with it.
spin on this pitcher's off-speed
But I want to
stuff.
keep Jacobs in
Maybe
for a
expect
while,
fastball on this next
especially
one.
if he keeps rolling like he has been through 4.
Oh my, this ball is
And of course I
crushed.
jinx it, yep.
Where will this one end up? And it's gone.
Okay.
Solo shot to right center. First home run of the
Yes,
campaign
Noble. I
for
changed
him,
both
but they're
pitching
gonna
and
need a
hitting to
few
legend.
more.
So here, I'll show you. Legend and legend. For the remainder of this game. For crank it to 11, I'll turn it up. For easy win, I'll turn it down. For both pitching and hitting, yes.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite
Tavares with
well,
the home
but they
run
say the
here.
first
Nice
thing
chase
you need to
Utley
do
stance.
when that happens is to stop digging.
Nice
Well,
little follow
that
through there as
solo
well.
shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a
And it's
long
13 to
way go
1.
before they
Congratulations,
climb out of
New
this
York.
hole completely.
So now to the plate, James Anderson. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, I had to do it for both. I don't like playing on different difficulties for
Swinging a ground
pitching and
ball
for
to
hitting.
third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
It's the 0-2 pitch for
Into the
Jacobs.
windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider swung on and grounded
Yeah, the
towards
part that
short.
sucks is that I don't get a whole lot of strikeouts when I play on Legend. So I get almost no strikeouts pitching on
Will
Legend.
grab a bat and hit for the
This is
pitcher.
Raul Ruiz from the Diamondbacks. J-Hack, you know about this guy. Yeah, Gerard, I mean, it's only 12 runs now, so it's a real possibility.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You've seen me blow a 9-run lead before. Now, stay tuned and watch me blow a 13-run lead.
2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2.
Nice fastball right on the corner there. Or off the corner, even. Get a curveball down to Ruiz now. He should go after it. Low vision guy.
Trying to
Nope.
tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front
Try
of the
fastball
plate,
up
and
then.
it's 1-2.
Is the 4-seam up?
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but
Didn't go after that either.
because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Count even at 2-2.
I mean, Noble, it doesn't really even matter that much who I'm pitching with. I just don't get strikeouts. Even my big strikeout guys, I can only get 5 or 6
Offer at the circle
on Legend.
change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had
Oh,
the
come on
count
now.
0-2, started
But
nipping at the
6.77 is
corners,
definitely
and next thing
low.
you know,
Bacon's
this
fictional
guy
roster is a little bit
stands
lower
at
for
3-2.
strikeouts in general.
And he lays
So it may be
off
partially
all
that.
4, so he comes right
And
off the
Jacobs
bench
can't hit the
and works
corner
the
apparently
walk.
now.
Usually easier said than done.
Here's Quinones. He walked his last time up. 0 for 1.
Felipe Quinones
The second
is
baseman
in the
for these
third time
Mets.
now as he takes a called
Cuban
strike. It's
second
0-1.
baseman for these Mets.
Liner
That's going to be a
toward
knock.
right center.
Again, he hit over
That's his
300.
first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
I don't like that.
Will go no further
Should have
than
gotten him out
second as
a
there
little
are
bit
2
faster.
aboard now.
Here's Triplet. Now we have to retire him because I don't want to have to face West
He'll take a look at
with
his
runners
strike
on.
the outside corner, it's 0-1. Lifted the
There we
other
go,
way down the
0-2.
left field line.
Guess what? You're getting a curveball down now.
That will end up a foul ball.
Jacobs with a big looper. Didn't go down enough. It's going to work, though, because it's hit to Getz. Getz makes the play. It's a routiner. And there we go. Rex West will lead off next inning. And we're up 13-1, halfway home here on opening day for the Atlanta Kings.
Atlanta leads this one 13-1.
That's right, 13-1.
Christian Torres.
Here's Christian Torres, 97 appearances, very good record on the bullpen. So he was pitching in games that were down usually. 3.89 ERA, nice strikeout to walk, a little more walks than you'd want to see. But good higher leverage relief pitcher here. Here's J.C. Ray.
Making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Torres with a closed delivery, at least to begin with.
In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Young is at 10.5. I thought you said you didn't like Young. Or was that somebody else? But yeah, it makes sense too because there's not a whole lot of guys with real high K/9s on the beginning roster. Again, trying to work up the pitch counts for these Mets relievers. I want to kill their bullpen here in the first game of the year.
2 balls and a strike.
That'll help me for the rest of the series, and then hopefully set them back to begin the year. Mets were one of the teams we were chasing for the division.
Lifted in the air out to
or
left.
actually the team we were chasing for the division. That's just a fly out from
Is
JC.
there and he'll bring this one in.
Here's Bobby Getz. He had a single with the bases loaded last time up. Later came around to score. Bobby Getz. Oh, Stevenson is the one you're struggling with. That's right. I knew it was one of them because Stevenson was my closer, and then I was using Young as kind of a 7th or 8th inning guy. I'm probably going to do this a similar thing now. Stevenson it can be a little bit more flexible now because I got a new reliever. I got a new closer for the relief.
It's a ball and a strike.
Right, yeah, he just has a couple blow-ups. I didn't have the same kind of thing with Young. I didn't really have blow-ups last year for him. Didn't really have blow-ups for Stevenson either. More so the Spiders that had bullpen struggles than the Kings in 2020.
All even now, 2-2.
2-2 to Getz now. He's got a hit in his only at-bat so far today.
And now pitch on the way. Fouled off.
Again, one of my favorite guys. You can find him in free agency. A common defender, but good enough with the stick. And he's got 2 hits against the left-hander today. 2 for 2. Bobby Getz playing opening day here for the Atlanta Kings. Love to see it. A single to right, his second single to right. Here's Parker. He has a double and a single. Aggressively scored on the fly ball earlier last inning.
As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more.
He has 4 runs batted in as well, mostly thanks to the big double that he hit in the 4th inning. That was directly before we cranked it to 11. That's going to be a single that gets through there. Love to see it. Chase Parker with his 3rd hit. Single straight up the middle. Again, he just hits everything hard. It's not always, got eyes, and it's not always going to be for extra bases, but he just hits the ball consistently hard. Here's Hopkins. I'm thinking I want to at least have a defensive upgrade because I'm thinking about them coming back. Is it too early to think about a defensive upgrade? Because Dominguez is significantly better on defense than Hopkins would be. And then he'd actually be better in this situation to hit as well. I think I'm going to do that just because I want him to be in defensively and pinch hitting in this opportunity.
Dominguez called a pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
255, 3 homers, and 20 driven in last year. A great defensive outfielder, mostly a center or a left fielder, but we'll put him into right. Or I'll probably actually put him into left and put Fujita in right. Just because Dominguez fits better in left. And then J.C. Ray only plays center. He could play the other 2 spots. That's more of just a personality thing I add to some players when When a starter only plays their primary position and has no secondaries, that's because they aren't comfortable playing other positions. They don't want to, even though he could play left or right. Just an added layer when you're trying to build your teams.
And a dive, but he's back in. Runners are at first and second with one away.
That's a nice ball there. 3-1. Franklin is on deck. Mason Franklin, my power hitting first baseman.
You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And that's ball 4. Dominguez comes on and just walks very quickly there. Torres with a tough time this inning. He hasn't given up a run yet, but 3 base runners now. Yeah, that could have been a strike. Umpire doesn't want to go home yet. Must be Angel Hernandez. Mason Franklin's 0 for 2. He did walk. Walked his last time up. Yep, that was a fastball off the plate from, who was that? Was that Rollins at the time, or was it still Dill? Dill Mill.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous.
The first one was probably the one I should have swung at. I try not to swing at the first pitch after I walk.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Right. I don't like editing players in a franchise, though, more than anything else. Like, especially to improve the luxury of a secondary position. I just don't like editing players in a franchise. Of course, you're welcome to do so. I don't like to.
From the belt, the pitch.
Franklin with a 1-2 count here. Bases loaded, only 1 out. One's down. Got speed on first base, so if I get a gapper, I could easily get 3 guys in here, depending on what part of the gap it's in. Definitely thinking about adding on. We need to keep adding on here. Especially against the Mets. I just want to demoralize them.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
Oh, that was a ball, sir. Okay.
And a strike 3
call. Strikes out on a fastball down.
What a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2
Umpire had been giving me all the calls, or pretty consistently giving me calls. That one was right there on the corner, though. Right on the edge of the strike zone. Here's Fujita.
Into the box, Elijah Fujita, as he'll go after the first pitch to him.
He had a hit, drove in a run, and scored a run. 1 for 3 so far. Playing left field for us. Going to be my primary left fielder.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
I missed that. Noble, I completely agree. Add secondary positions as a training option. It would be so cool. Yeah. I'd like to hear, like, coach suggestions. So, like, my bench coach or, you know, a minor league coordinator can be like, hey, like, Fujita's, like, not going to be a shortstop for us. He's just not going to play shortstop defensively. So let's move him to left field. And then I'm like, sure. Like, just give me a quick, like, text-only screen where I say yes, and then it takes him some time, maybe all of spring training, maybe, like, the first month of the season, maybe even some more time than that before the player's comfortable in their new position. And if it's like a significantly different position, then it could take more time. Like a second base to shortstop or shortstop to second would take less time than a shortstop to left field or anything to catcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's going to be a knock for Fujita, though. Going to get through, bring in 2 runs here. We continue to add on. It's 15-1. The pedal is to the metal. 2 more runs here in the 5th inning. Fujita with 3 RBIs in this opening day game. But yeah, any sort of mechanic like that to train players into new positions would be ideal. I would really be into that. Here's Jake Fish. He doubled twice in the 4th inning. Scored twice in that same 4th inning.
Now, Jake Fish in the dirt and blocked behind
long lost cousin of Mike Trout, Jake Fish.
It's ball 1.
I love his Marucci gloves, especially he starts with the Brewers, so the metallic like little bit that's on the glove that's gold right there stays gold with the Brewers. I like that a lot. It's like a yellow gold almost.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away.
Noble, I'm still really optimistic about the Kings, yes.
So 2 runs on
Especially being able to score more here on Legend. We'll see, though. There's still 4 more innings left in this one. And it's just opening day, of course. And it depends on how the team sims. The thing with how I put this franchise together is that the team has to simulate well as well. Because simulating is such a big part of the team building aspect of this franchise. So they need to sim well and they need to play with certain guys well. And it needs to be just a good mix of those two. I'll move Dominguez to left here and then Fujita into right. They're both at their secondaries. Completion, yeah, 91. If I'm right on the dot at 91, I'm going to go nuts. But that would be good. That'd be enough to win the division, I think. Or at least get a wild card, if not. But feeling good about this one, at least. Up 15-1.
This is in the air out to right.
That's Fujita not making the play. He's a common defender.
And this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody.
J-Hack, we actually had someone activate the crank it to 11 in the viewer rewards. So I've been playing on Legend for the last few runs here.
Easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Yeah, so we've been on Legend the last few runs here. What was it since? I think it was 6 or 7-0. We'll be on Legend for the remainder of this game too. And I'm not going to adjust the sliders. It's nice. You get some games like this where you get blowout wins, and then there are some games that I've played where I get a blowout loss, and they all even out in the long run.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
But you're just mad because these are your Mets.
The 0-2 pitch.
Curveball down.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2.
Jacobs is now getting tired. He's probably just going to roll through 6 then. I didn't realize how close he was to 100 pitches, actually.
No one out with a runner.
Yeah, no. Again, I'm making up the rules as I go. You guys should know that by now.
They draw even at 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood.
That's strike 3 to Mendoza. A fastball at the top of the zone.
Strike 3 called on the fastball.
Just Jacobs' second strikeout. His fastball's only at 88, so that was a pretty hittable pitch. But they couldn't do much with it. It's a 6th inning, so I'm going to have to fill 3 innings, the 7th through the 9th. So Cole is definitely one I want to get in here. And then I'll probably think about Quevedo and Hendricks as the other 2. I don't want to touch Young, Stevenson, or Gomez this game at all. That's right, J-Hack. Yeah, I'm not good on All-Star. I don't know what it is.
Shocked he didn't let it fly.
Actually, I saw something on OS not too long ago where someone was like, I think that the difficulty system is actually inverted and that beginner's harder than Legend. And I was like, this dude is on something to think that it's completely inverted like that. But I don't know, it's weird. I hit pretty decent on Legend. I don't pitch well on Legend.
But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
That's the second run for the Mets. 15-2 now. I gotta get Jacobs out of there before he loses confidence here. We're at the bottom of the lineup though, so like to have him at least finish this frame here, get a quality start. Yeah, I don't think it's inverted, J-Hack. I was saying there was a guy who made a post about it.
Squared that one up just a little late. 1 out and a runner on second base.
This is a slider. Get it right on the edge. Right off the edge. What a pitch. Preston Mensch. That's the 3rd strikeout. The 2nd consecutive out for a strikeout. Here's Tavares. He drove in the 1st run on a home run. Nice take there from the catcher.
Pedro Tavares is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. A bouncer.
That one's a no. Wow, I barely pressed it.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's
I'm blowing it.
You got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird because, and then Noble, you probably even hit well with guys who don't have huge PCIs, right?
Now in the box.
But that's interesting. Yeah, it depends on your hitting approach. If you hit better on All-Star or Legend. But yeah, J-Hack, yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. The people just like to blame the game and say, like, oh, it's because it's random. Like, every perfect should be a home run. And it's like, it's not how baseball works. Like, there's barreled up baseballs in real life that don't all go out.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and
PCIs are the size of peas. Yeah, sometimes you just hit well with guys with low or small PCIs.
Hit on the ground out to short.
There we go. Riddle will make this play, though. Glad to see him get another chance there. So Jacobs had to throw 102 pitches to get through 6, but my big dog can recover from that pretty easily. He'll bat this inning, but I'm going to pinch hit for him, and then we'll have the top of the order after him.
15-2.
Oh, J-Hack, that helps too. Yeah, to not have to think about how small the PCI is even.
Called the pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of.
Yeah, that makes sense. I play with the PCI off when I use zone hitting as well. It's going to be Cole next inning, or should I? I only have one lefty. I'm going to have to get a second lefty in this bullpen. Shoot, I didn't even think about that. I can't roll with one lefty all year. Especially with an 8-man bullpen. I'm going to have to put in Cole now, though. So he'll get the 7th inning. And we'll see. This is Roberto Reyes now pitching for the Mets.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Exactly, high completion. That's exactly what I've been saying for so long, and people don't care what offline players have to say, but I'm interested to see how the different like gameplay modes, not modes, but gameplay like, what did they call them? Styles, gameplay styles for online and offline work, because like competitive is going to be different than simulation for sure. Simulation is going to be round bat, round ball. Not everything's going to be a home run. And then maybe competitive is juiced a little bit more, where if you hit the PCI right, then you get a little bit more consistent home run power. But that's what I've been saying forever, is that not every perfect should be a home run. Not every perfect in real life results in home runs in real life. But when I traded Burke, I didn't want him, and he was unproductive for me. So I have Andrew May from the Reds, unsurprisingly from the Reds. And I only need 2 lefties in my bullpen when it's an 8-man. J-Hack, I don't like a 6-man bench. So I have to have an 8-man bullpen. Also, you have to have 13 of each, right? I'm pretty sure, at least. Let's see how Ortega can do here. Just get him into the ball game. Benito Ortega from the Baltimore Orioles.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike.
Oh, you don't have to go 13 of each? How does it work, though? Can you do... I can't do 14 pitchers, though, can I? Because I don't want a 6-man bench anyways. I'd rather have the extra bullpen arm. Especially in the National League with how my starting rotation is here.
Outside with the fastball as
I have a 14 max, no minimum.
Now.
Okay, for both.
A left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen.
I think I'd want a 9-man bullpen then.
The 2-1 home.
Nothing there from Ortega. He's someone I can consider trading because I have so much other utility bench options. So if he doesn't perform, then he can get dumped pretty easily.
And he strikes him out as well.
That is a threat.
Back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Here's JC, 1 for 3 today. This is their best reliever so far, Roberto Reyes.
JC Reyes.
Right-hander for the Mets.
In the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1.
Yeah, J-Hack, I haven't messed around with it too much because I just prefer a 5-man bench. So that's 13. Prefer a 5-man bench in the NL, that is.
1-0 delivery.
So I don't even think I played around with that to know. Oh, that's a mess. What are you doing, Mensch? You might as well be Gavin Cook out there in left field.
He's around second now if they're still searching for it out there. And he is
that's a triple for JC Ray. We might get one more here. Love to see it. My center fielder. They're not going to give him an error, I don't think.
Possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Yes, sir. J.C. Ray standing at third base. No slide. I did get a triple for that. I have 2 throwing errors today.
So now to the plate, Bobby Getz.
Bobby Getz, 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. He's scored 2 runs and driven in a run. And I'm swinging that trash. Love that high fastball.
Fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Come on, Bobby. Bobby Getz.
With a runner at third. Now
and that's a fastball right by me. So we didn't score here in the 6th. Still up in trolling fashion. Yeah, that's right, Jake. We've had a game. Got a 9-run 4th inning, which made it 13-0 at one point. And yeah, just trying to hang on here for an opening day win. The Kings are definitely better this year than they were last year, Jake. This is Cobra Cole, another guy who was good for me last year. Better when I was playing than when we were simming. This is Leodis Rivas, bench infielder, previously from the White Sox.
Lifted down the line in left. And that
but yeah, it's been a good game, Jake.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Get that splitter down. Cole's one of the guys with 5 pitches that has a couple pitches that act pretty similar to each other. Cutter and slider for him are about the same pitch. Nice one right there. Yeah, we lost the first game today. That was the White Sox and the Spiders. 8-6 loss for the Spiders. But we're looking like we're going to be in a better spot here for Atlanta to start the season. It is opening day.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started to go around.
Come on, go after that.
Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
All right, try to get the fastball on the edge. Quinones with another knock. Dude hits so well against right-handed pitching, apparently. No chance he goes to second, though. Let's go. 10 pitchers minimum. Okay.
Hey, they're not all beautiful. They don't all have to.
So you could have 16 total hitters. I don't think I want to have anything to do with a 7-man bench.
Now,
that one's going to go foul. DJ Triplet. Rex West is next, so I'd really like to get Triplet out here. Go right after him and get some out. Or maybe even get 2 outs here. That'd be great. Best case scenario, he hits one right to my shortstop. Hope for something good here. Oh, look at this. Oh, but it wasn't hit hard enough. That was almost as good as me calling my shot with Shorty. Here's Rex West.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Hit out towards second.
No chance. Bobby Getz gets to that one. The Mets are turned down by Cobra Cole in the 7th, and he's got a good start to the season. Just gave up that 1 hit, and then got a fielder's choice and another ground ball. Got Parker, Dominguez, and Franklin for me now in the 7th. Pretty much just running out the clock here. This is going to be Chad Paxton, another lefty for the Mets. Not a great ERA from him from last year. Almost no strikeouts. You're doing 28 strikeouts in 47 innings. I believe he's more of a sinker ball guy. No, he's not. He's 4-seam slider, 2-seam. Got to think about the next bullpen arm. I'm probably going to go with who I want. I think I might just keep Cole in. Thanks, J-Hack. I got to change that so it says a couple big gulps instead of chugging it. And then I'll make it so it's active more. But I think I'm going to keep Cole in for another inning here. And then I'll think about Hendricks after that. But it'll be Parker now. 3, 4, and 5 in the 7th. Again, this dude hits everything on the nose. Chase Parker with his 4th hit. Consistently mashing the ball right there. Here's Dominguez. He walked in his first plate appearance. Got in on the action in the 5th inning.
Into the box now, Francisco Dominguez.
Francisco Dominguez.
A ball and no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0.
Not even close. Could have taken out his knees right there if he was trying to.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it...
That one's down 3-0 now to Dominguez. Walked in his first plate appearance. He might get another one here. And he's not enough of a threat where you want to pitch around him necessarily, but here comes a 3-0 pitch. I'm not even having my hand on the buttons.
There's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn.
So we got a hit and a walk against Paxton here. He doesn't walk too many guys. He also doesn't strike out guys.
You have to earn that.
Chad Paxton. Come on.
Digging in, Mason Franklin. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him.
Here's Franklin, 0 for 3. Another guy who hasn't exactly gotten in on the action here. He did walk once.
He's set and
Mason Franklin.
High and away
the ball up. Struck out his last time up.
Ball 1.
Oh, and that one's launched. Is this going over the scoreboard? Oh, he's in the way. No.
And it's a home run.
Yo, what just happened? To the moon.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here. First home run of the campaign for it.
Absolutely launched from Mason Franklin. Got into the action there. This was a laugher already, but it's even more of a blowout now.
Already in this inning, they've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one.
Did I get it over the scoreboard?
Ugly innings.
Look at this ball. Yo. Oh my goodness. Okay, that scoreboard's a lot further out than I thought it was. Wow. Yeah, making up for getting no air horns with the Spiders as we hit another home run here in Atlanta. It's 18-2 now. 18-2. You heard me right. We've scored in most of the innings. The exceptions are the 2nd and the 6th so far.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, I might have to put in more backups. I already have a couple in. But, yeah, Parker's probably the next one to come out. I need to get him off his feet. He's already got a 4-hit performance.
Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Wow, and I'm behind on that slider. I shouldn't be late on that. Again, we are on Legend now, too. Noble decided to make it a little more difficult on me, and I'm still scoring. But a great opening day performance for these Atlanta Kings. Fujita hits one over there. This one's not getting out. Preston Mensch makes the play. That's the first out here in the 7th. Here's Jake Fish. Another one of my new players, Jake Fish. 3rd baseman for the Kings.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Pops that one up, though.
Tavares is under it. 2 down.
What a great start for these Kings. I can't say that enough. This has been fantastic. Here's Bradley Riddle. He also had a home run. 3-run shot in that big 4th inning. We scored 9 runs in the 4th inning. Now it's only half of our output. 9 runs was half of the runs we scored. Got them all in 1 inning. The ball up.
1-1.
J-Hack, is yours zoomed in even more? I like to still see the hitter. That's the only thing for me.
He just kind of lost focus on the mound.
And I'm playing on a smaller TV. I'm pretty close to it.
He's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this.
Cole is next. I'd rather have him pitch another inning. Excuse me. So I'd probably have him hit.
Ball 4.
Yeah, I might have him hit just so I can have him pitch another inning. I don't know.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cobra Cole. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip.
Now I'll get Hendricks in there and get another pinch hitter in here. Got a monitor. Yeah, I got a small screen. It's not exactly a monitor. It's just a small TV.
Ozzie Ramirez will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Yeah, I think I have pretty good vision as far as I can tell. Whenever I like talk to people about what they can see and what they can't see.
There's a
swing, good idea.
Sends a ball high in the air into left field.
We get another home run here? This is nuts! This is unbelievable. Seriously, like, I didn't even try to hit a home run. It's Ozzie. Ozzie Ramirez with a home run. Another big home run. As we score our 19th and 20th runs of this game.
Excellent swing right there. That's
unbelievable.
Home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the
Paxton's given up 5 runs just in this frame.
Raleigh Keller.
Unbelievable. Here's Raleigh Keller to come in.
Other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Raleigh Keller.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Noble, if you're here.
The center fielder, number 8.
Into the box, J.C. Ray. He grounds it.
That's another knock. What's going on?
It's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Should I try to steal here? Up 18. Is that too many runs? This is unbelievable. Again, I'm on legend right now, fellas. Didn't touch the sliders. Didn't touch the difficulty except for upping it.
Runner back standing.
Unbelievable.
Standing in now, Bobby Getz fouled off. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Getz has 2 knocks already off the bench. Didn't even start the game and he has 2 hits.
The 0-1 on its way.
Love to see it. Bobby Getz. Yeah, should I steal?
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like
That should have been strike 3 to Getz right there. This umpire.
Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss.
It's okay, Noble. I took care of him. And yeah, that was nice timing though. I didn't.
So
I actually wasn't sure if I knew how to do that.
The 2 home runs.
But there we go. 2 home runs. We get 20 total runs, 19 hits, and just an overall great performance on both sides of the ball for these Atlanta Kings. I should have had Hendricks warming up. I wasn't doing that. Shoot. I just had him doing the stretch and toss. So here comes Hendricks for the 8th.
Been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start
Jordan
the
Hendricks. He's also a free agent if you want to find him. A closing pitcher in free agency.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder.
Just a 3-pitch pitcher. Good enough for me, part of the bullpen here in Atlanta.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just
got 0-2 to Mendoza quickly. Love it. Come in here and just throw strikes. Love to see it.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses. That's ball 1.
That's strike 3. Mendoza's just looking. Don't know why you're just looking at that pitch right there. I guess he doesn't think he can get 18 runs on one swing.
These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on.
There we go. Slider first strike right there. 1-2 now to Johnson. Hendricks just pouring in strikes here. Very consistently getting strikes through the first 2 batters. That one's hit to Franklin. He makes the play. Diamond defender over there at first base.
Stepping into the box, Preston Mensch. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck
Here
out
is
once.
Preston Mensch.
From the stretch. A swing and a
That's a
drive
gap,
sent
though.
out toward the gap.
You missed 2 more multiple run home runs in that 7th inning. We had a 3-run home run by Franklin and then a 2-run home run by Ozzie Ramirez off the bench.
This game might be over for
So that's how you get 5 runs very quickly in the 7th inning.
He's a grinder, and he's
Pedro Tavares again.
Like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the game.
He must be Carlos Beltran. You're right. That's funny.
Left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
It's too bad that was a game against the Cardinals too. Send the Cardinals to the World Series there. What year was that? Was it 05? But that wasn't to the World Series though, was it? Was it just to the CS?
From the belt, kicks and deals. This is on the ground.
Either way, unfortunate as a Mets fan. It was 06, okay.
The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double.
He must be Carlos Beltran though, yeah.
Business person special following this.
Midway through the 8th inning. Our last hacks here. Let's get to 20 hits. This is Chase Parker. I'm actually going to pinch hit for him, get my backup catcher in the action. Vado, you got the 9th. And then Parker, you can find a spot on the bench for the rest of this one. Calvin Zimmer will take over. My backup catcher, freshly signed, Calvin Zimmer. He's a Tampa Bay Ray by default on Bacon's fictional roster. Oh, really, J-Hack? Oh, that's too bad. I think I'd still go to a playoff game if I had to work early in the morning. I think it'd be worth it.
This one almost in the books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense?
Zimmer had 13 homers yesterday last year as a backup. That's some nice pop for a backup catcher.
It's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Nothing there. Bad one to go after a sinker way down from Keller. He throws 4 pitches. I'm assuming they're just going to have him roll until he gives up something or a lot of something. And that's not even close.
Hit that one with an or the strikeout, and there's one gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Here's Francisco Dominguez. He's got 2 walks so far. Came in late in this game in the 5th inning, I believe. Gotten on base both times, though. Love to see it. Bench outfielder.
Francisco Dominguez is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
Raleigh Keller here in the 8th inning.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let
trying to get one more hit to get to 20 total team hits here.
That pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Up top,
everybody's throwing balls to Dominguez for some reason. I'm okay with it.
Pitch on the way.
That one's right in the corner, though, apparently. I didn't think so, but okay.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Yeah, that's off the plate, sir. And that's going to be a knock for Dominguez. Like I said, 20th on the game. That's what I really wanted to get to. Since we got 20 runs, now we have 20 hits as well. Francisco Dominguez with the single straight up the middle. Love to see it right up the middle. Here's Franklin. His only home run or only hit today was that home run. Definitely not complaining.
Mason Franklin, as he'll take a
but
look
1 for 4. Mason Franklin hit a home run in the 7th inning.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-4 day.
Yeah, J-Hack. These umpires. I can complain about the umpires for 9 whole innings, okay? It's allowed.
The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up.
Pops it up. That's going to be Rex West very easily under that one. Yes, sir. That's the 2nd out here in the 8th. Still got 1 more out. I believe this is going to be Fujita. It is. 2 for 5. He's driven in 3. These are going to be some insane lines for these guys. Everybody's going to have 2 to 3 runs batted in. Except for Dominguez. Dominguez 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a single.
Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Triplett moving to his left. Makes the
Not Mike
catch,
Fillmore, so I
and
can't
that'll
complain.
retire
Okay.
the side.
That's fair. I wish that we could edit umpires too, umpire tendencies. That'd be a cool thing to edit. Have an umpire vault. I think that's something that no one actually has at the top of their wish list, but I still think it would be interesting. Calvin Zimmer is the new catcher for the rest of this one. It is the 9th inning, though.
Now batting, James Anderson starting things for his side.
It's going to be Rafael Quevedo out of the bullpen. He only pitched in 16 games last year before a head fracture cost him the rest of the year.
These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats.
You heard that right, a head fracture from Quevedo.
Rafael Quevedo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Umpire rode the show.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch taken for a called strike.
Noble, I think I'd like that more than being a catcher in Road to the Show.
Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
He's top notch to some people, I bet. No, I kid. I don't even listen to the umpire talk usually. Actually, I don't think it's in for hybrid, is it? It's only in broadcast. Quevedo with a nice quick strikeout there. Righty. Here's Trey Lowry. But yeah, I've definitely heard that line before. I just haven't heard it recently. That's funny. Yeah, everyone hates Fillmore though. Lowry was under the Mendoza line hitting last year, 197 for the average.
On the outside black, good pitch called for a strike.
Love to see it. Quevedo, again, he's a fun guy to pitch with, just because of the arm slot and the way his pitches move.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
In the delivery, I believe this is Oliver Perez.
This guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Yeah, J-Hack, this has been on hybrid the whole time, or at least recently, just so I can get through a game a little bit faster. Again, I like playing the show, I just can't consistently play 2.5-hour baseball games here. So I like the presentational value of a lot of things, but I don't necessarily need everything in these franchise broadcasts.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't.
Plus, I like to talk about the roster, and I'll usually talk over the announcers, because I'm sure I'm a little bit louder than the game is.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it.
That does do it. It's going to be a 20-2 final here. You heard me right, 20-2. I don't even know for player of the game. We had so many consistent offensive performers throughout this one. So Parker had 4 hits. That's the first one that came to mind. And then there were a couple other people with multiple hits. Hopkins hit his first home run, but didn't play most of the second half of the game. Jacobs right there was very good as well, but I don't know if they want to give it to him. I really wonder who player of the game is going to be here. Yeah, could be Parker because he drove in 4, right? 20-2 win. Jacobs with the win. Sacramento gets the loss. He was in the showers before the 9-run inning occurred. Oh, J-Hack, yeah, that's why I'm not worried about it, yeah. A lot of the people who watch me, I'm sure, play the game as much or more than I do, so you've heard all the announcing and a lot less from me than you have heard from the announcers. Yeah, they gave it to Chase Parker here for player of the game. Noble, I do like that stat. That's funny. We had one guy with 3 hits and one guy with 4 hits. Ray had 3. Parker had 4. Lots of guys with 2. We had a bunch of walks in this one, 7 walks. You love to see that. I still had more strikeouts than walks, but nice to see a bunch of walks like that. We had 5 doubles. That matches the Spiders' output. We had as many doubles in this game as we had doubles in the other game. The difference was all the singles, of course. And then the home runs here. 4 of them for Atlanta to start off the season. Franklin with 3 RBIs. Hopkins had 2. Fish 1. Escobar. Getz had 1. Ramirez had 2. Riddle and Fujita with 3. And then Parker had 4. Yeah, J-Hack, I want to see your work, just to double check it. Jacobs with a good start. Bullpen even better. Everyone had a strikeout. And Cole had a hold, apparently. Why do I get a hold for being up that much? Nonetheless, we're done here in Atlanta. Game 1 of the season is in the books. So here's my schedule for the rest of the week. I'm off tomorrow, and we didn't even make it to 4 today, but I'm going to be done. I got some stuff to do before I get to work tonight. But Thursday will be the next stream. It'll be a 10 o'clock start on Thursday night. I might start a little earlier so we can get some road to the show in, but I will definitely let you guys know in the Discord. So it'll either be a 9:30 or a 10 o'clock start on Thursday. And nonetheless, that'll just be one game and then maybe some road to the show. And that's going to be a Kings game again. We'll play the Kings and the Miami Marlins. Miami, right there, on Tuesday, March 30th. So that's the plan there. I don't actually want to have Jacobs go again. Why would it be him again? Oh, it would be him again, though. Should I mess with the rotation or should I have Jacobs pitch again? I'll probably just keep him as is. That's fine. Because it'll be our 6th game of the year because we're starting off with a 4-game series here. That's fine then. Unless I want to mess with Stromble and have him be in a different spot in the rotation. It's fine, though. And then I'll play on Friday with the Spiders. That game on Friday will be against the Tigers. That'll be this game right here, Andrew Durango against Jack Withenshaw on Wednesday, March 31st in game, but it'll be Friday, March 11th for me in real life. So yeah, J-Hack, I'm probably going to leave that as is. But there you go, Kings. I'll come back when I play on Thursday. I'll do some quick managing and we'll advance all the way to the next game. But I'm going to leave this good taste in our mouth for a couple days after a 20-2 win right here for the Atlanta Kings to start the year. So let's talk in the Discord. We can chat on there. If anyone's going to stream, let me know. But I'm going to be done for the day, and we'll see you on Thursday.